Today we'll be discussing about the embryology part of respiratory system. Lung development. Lung development, it occurs in 5 stages. Initial development of lung bud from distal end of respiratory diverticulum. There are 5 stages in lung development. Every pulmonologist can see alveoli. The first stage is embryonic stage. The second stage is pseudoglandular stage. The third stage is canalicular stage. Fourth stage is saccular stage. Fifth stage is alveolar stage. Stage 1 is called as embryonic stage. The embryonic stage, the developmental week of the embryonic stage is from week 4 to week 7. The structural development present in this stage is lung bud gives rise to trachea, trachea gives rise to bronchial buds, bronchial buds gives rise to mainstem bronchi, mainstem bronchi gives rise to secondary or lobar bronchi, secondary or lobar bronchi gives rise to tertiary or segmental bronchi. Errors at this stage can lead to tracheoesophageal fistula. The second stage is called as pseudoglandular stage. The developmental week of the pseudoglandular stage is from week 5 to week 17. The structural development present in this stage is endodermal tubes gives rise to terminal bronchioles and it is surrounded by modest capillary network. Respiration is impossible and incompatible with life. The stage 3 is called as canalicular stage and the developmental week of the canalicular stage is from week 16 to week 25. The structural development present in canalicular stage is terminal bronchioles gives rise to respiratory bronchioles and respiratory bronchioles gives rise to alveolar ducts and it is surrounded by prominent capillary network. Here, the airways increase in diameter. Respiration is capable at 25 weeks. Pneumocytes, which is called as surfactant, develop starting at 20 weeks. The stage 4 is called as a saccular stage. The developmental week of saccular stage is from week 26 to birth. The structural development present in saccular stage is alveolar ducts gives rise to terminal sacs. Terminal sacs is separated by primary septae. The stage 5 is called as alveolar stage and the developmental week of alveolar stage is from week 36 to 8 years. The structural development present in the alveolar stage is terminal sacs gives rise to adult alveoli and it is due to secondary septation. In uterus, breathing occurs through aspiration and expulsion of amniotic fluid which leads to increase in vascular resistance through gestation. At birth, fluid gets replaced with air which leads to decrease in pulmonary vascular resistance. At birth, there are 20 to 70 million alveoli. By 8 years, there is 300 to 400 million alveoli. Let us see about congenital lung malformations. The first lung malformation is pulmonary hypoplasia. It is poorly developed bronchial tree with abnormal histology and it is associated with congenital diaphragmatic hernia. Usually, the diaphragmatic hernia is left-sided and there is bilateral renal agenesis. The second lung malformation is bronchogenic cyst and it is caused by abnormal budding of the foregut and dilation of terminal or large bronchi. It is discrete, round, sharply defined, fluid-filled densities and chest X-ray. Air-filled if infected. Generally asymptomatic but can drain poorly causing airway compression and recurrent respiratory infections. The third lung malformation is Klebsiella. It is non-ciliated, low columnar or cuboidal cells with secretory granules. Let us discuss about alveolar cell types. There are 3 types of cells in alveoli. Type 1 pneumocytes, type 2 pneumocytes and alveolar macrophages. Type 1 pneumocytes are squamous cells and they cover the 97% of alveolar surfaces. They thinly line the alveoli for optimal gas exchange. Type 2 pneumocytes are cuboidal and clustered cells. The function of these type 2 pneumocytes is they serve as a stem cell precursors for 2 cell types, type 1 cells and type 2 cells, and it proliferates during lung damage. It secretes surfactant from lamellar bodies. Alveolar macrophages. Alveolar macrophages phagocytose foreign materials, release cytokines and alveolar proteases, and hemosiderin-laden macrophages, which is called as HF cells, may be found in the setting of pulmonary edema or alveolar hemorrhage. What is surfactant? Surfactant decreases the alveolar surface tension, decreases alveolar collapse and decreases lung recoil and increases compliance. Surfactant is composed of multiple lecithins, mainly DPPC, dipalmitoyl phosphatidylcholine. Synthesis begins from week 20 of gestation and achieves mature levels at week 35. Corticosteroids are important for fetal surfactant synthesis and lung development. Pressure. Let us know about the collapsing pressure. Collapsing pressure is equals to 2 into surface tension divided by radius, and it depends on law of Laplace, which is called as alveoli have increasing tendency to collapse on expiration as radius decreases. Now, let us learn about surfactant deficiency syndrome, which is called as neonatal respiratory distress syndrome. It is due to the surfactant deficiency, where surfactant deficiency leads to increase in surface tension and it leads to alveolar collapse. The risk factors of this neonatal respiratory distress syndrome is prematurity, maternal diabetes, C-section delivery. Treatment for this neonatal respiratory distress syndrome is maternal steroids before birth, exogenous surfactant for infant, and therapeutic supplemental O2 can result in retinopathy of prematurity, intraventricular hemorrhage, bronchopulmonary dysplasia. The screening test for this neonatal respiratory distress syndrome is it is also used for the fetal lung maturity, where we used to test the lecithin sphingomyelin ratio in amniotic fluid, foam stability index, surfactant albumin ratio, and another one is when there is persistent low oxygen or persistent low O2 tension, it indicates the patent ductus arteriosus. Thank you.